You know, and we wish it was different. Sometimes, by the way, it's not that the employers are toxic. Sometimes, it's because the girls are looking for greener pastures. Maybe you have been with your girl for like 5 years and you've been paying, let's say like 10,000 and they want to look for 20,000. There's nothing wrong with that.
Absolutely.
Maybe they feel like mezoyana. Unajua
familiarity breeds contempt.
Yes. So sometimes I tell my clients, don't look at it like you are the toxic one or you are the problem. And it's also good to be
issue.
It can be a them issue. It can also be a you issue. So sometimes when they leave you, I tell somebody, just sit down, reflect on yourself. Have you given them the best? Have you respected them? Are your kids respectful? Ama wamekuwa wakiwatemea mate na wakiwagonga na remote. You know, those are the things that happen in our homes.
Wagonga na remote.
Ama toka hapa enda huko wewe. You know, but these things happen. Ama unafunga fridge because maisha ni ngumu. So, yani just self-evaluate yourself. The way I tell my girls, usipende kurukaruka from place to place because when you have been with somebody for long, stability. You know, if you have a problem, maybe your kid has got school fees arrears. It is very easy to approach your employer because you have been with them for some time. They trust you and they know you are not going anywhere. But if you have been somebody wa kurukaruka, 1 month you are there, 2 months, because even when we are sending the profiles, a client will look, because as we write the truth, what you tell us, and you have to tell us the truth, because if you don't tell us the truth, we will not help you. So when an employer sees that the girl has been in Kileleshwa 4 months, in Runda 1 week, in they give us those big posh estates. Client will ask, why? Do you want to tell us all those employers are bad? So we tell them, just be settled. There is no place that is perfect. That is one thing I tell my girls. There is no place that is perfect. Even you yourself, you are not perfect. So even the same way I'll tell my clients, no girl is perfect. Choose your struggles. If you find somebody who is extremely good with babies, the small ones, most likely they are not excellent with cleaning. So if you have small babies, as in babies, toddlers, you know, they need a lot of attention. They need a lot of concentration. So choose what you want. What is the priority? Exactly.
Is it the child or the home? Is it the cooking?
Yes, and there are kids who are troublesome. They are slow eaters. They don't want to eat. So if you have a baby like that, understand that your nanny has to sit, feed your baby very well. But if you when you come back, you kelelesha her, tomorrow your baby will not be fed well and your house will be thoroughly clean. So if you have a child who is troublesome and you find your house sparkling all the time, you should worry. Is my baby getting the full attention? Or if you have kids, you know, nowadays people decide, I want to have babies like this. You have like 4 kids under 6. That one does not make sense. 4 under 10. It happens. So, and you have 1 nanny. You yourself, can you handle that work?
No, I can't.
You know? So sometimes it's good to be realistic. If I cannot handle this, how do I expect somebody? Of course, it is their work, but sometimes just give them the grace that they deserve. And I believe when we give each other grace, when we understand each other, it is going to be easy for us to live with each other, and there'll be easy, not a big migration like the way it happens in January.
Problem with that migration is this. You need to teach them how to communicate.
That one.
Yes. Just say, mama mimi naenda lakini sioni kama nitarudi. Nimeamua kurudi shule, nimeamua kwenda kuolewa, nimeamua like give your employer your excuses za uongo, most of them, but it's okay.
Yes.
Just find an excuse to say that I'm not coming back.
Na wache kuwa watu wakiwafufua.
Kidogo. Shangazi yangu. Ndugu ya shangazi, you know.
We sing about all the time, and they have some fears. Some employers don't pay them before before they go for Christmas. So they are scared. If I tell the truth, I'm not coming back, my salary will not be sent.
Okay.
And sometimes it's just fear of I don't know what. They don't want to. They want to show you are still together. You are still together. But deep down their heart, they know they are not coming back. We sing about that. We tell, even when I give you a girl and she's not comfortable working with you, I tell her, please tell her the reason.
Yeah.
She will do better for the other person. You will know what mistakes have I done.
Yes.
But for some reason they just fear you.
That's why they don't communicate.
That is why because they fear maybe you will mistreat them, or maybe if you tell them, because it happens, by the way, Becky, if a girl tells you at night, I am not comfortable working for you at night, most likely you will throw her out at night.
Yeah.
That is why you get a lot of clients saying, I woke up in the morning and my girl told me they're leaving.
Yes.
It's because they were scared to tell you last night because you will throw them away. And I understand that part.
Can I tell you the fears that we have at
because
night?
atakufanyia kitu mbaya. I know.
What does Jim disconnect gas?
I know.
There are these stories
I know.
There are these fears
it is
that people
fear, and
have.
if you have stayed with somebody for some time, of course you have known what they can do and what they cannot. But anyway, human beings, they can surprise you. You can stay with somebody for 5 years, and one day they pull one on you. You're like, oof.
Yeah, I thought
have I been
knew
staying
you.
with this person?
Yeah.
So this thing is just trusting each other and treating somebody the way you would want to be treated. I tell them that.
Yeah.
One day God will lift you up and you'll be able to employ somebody. How would you want them to treat you? If you are the employer, if this was your sister, if it was your daughter, how would you want them to be treated? If it was you, how would you want them to be treated? If we could put ourselves in people's shoes, I think it would be better. We will do better and we'll be more kind, we'll be more reasonable, and stop throwing people at night. Stop refusing with their salaries. Ama deducting at just because mtu amekwambia unaenda, you look at every mistake ashaifanya kwa hiyo nyumba. Glass ameshaivunja, kikombe ashaivunja, unakata yote. So unaona
can be that mean.
Aja. Okay.
Tell me about the complaints. What are some of the most common complaints that you hear from the nannies? Let's start with the nannies.
And then we go to the house,
and then we go to the
I just summarize because there are many
common ones.
Makelele. And when you talk about makelele, I always tell my workers, nobody is a mwenda wazimu. If you see me kelele sharing you, it's something like that.
Yeah.
It's something I've told you repeatedly to stop, and you're still doing it. The biggest thing that we hear all the time, it is lack of food. Unapimia mtu chakula, you give them like one small cup of tea with one slice of bread, na kazi ya nyumba ni ngumu. You need to be strong.
Yeah.
Ama you give somebody rice kidogo with mboga kidogo, and most of these people love ugali. So I tell my clients, if you like light food, let them eat ugali and skuma. That is good food, and it will fill their tummies and they will have the energy. The other thing is delayed salaries. The other thing is kids not respecting them. That thing of kutemea auntie nini. I've had a girl who left a very good job, and I know they can lie, but there's a way you can tell if somebody is telling you the truth or not. Anachunwa na mtoto, and then akisema wacha tu ni mtoto.
So indisciplined children.
The other thing is overworking. And that one is a broad topic. Because
overworking. What does overworking mean?
Yeah, because when you are getting a girl from me, I want you to be categorical. Exactly what the girl is coming to do. I know sometimes clients, they don't want kulizwa nyumba inatoshana aje, watoto wanatoshana aje. But I tell my clients, the reason why I'm asking you that is so that my girl doesn't come to your home and stay for 1 day ama 2 days and change, say hii nyumba mimi siwezani nayo.
The other day a colleague of mine, just the other day on Tuesday or Wednesday, a colleague of mine came to me and she was stressed. You know, a nanny was going away. She had just picked a nanny. And then when she came to her house, she found it was a standalone house. Kamwambia hataki. And she wanted to leave. She thought this lady was living in an apartment. She wanted to live kwa ploti ama apartment.
You see?
Staki standalone.
Akuambiwa.
And they were like, what's wrong with a standalone?
Iko na kazi mingi. Compound iko na kazi mingi. You know, flat, you just deal with
the balcony.
Exactly. Standalone, it has a compound to be clean. Some people have dogs like me, niko na sijui 5. Zingine ziko na pets, you know. So if a girl comes to your house without being clear with the kind of job description, imagine they'll not say. Kids also.
Yeah.
Please state how old the kids are. There are people who are not good with small babies. There are people who don't have patience. They're good with housework, but this baby is crying. This one, I have 3 boys, and let me tell you, they are spaced 8 years apart. I have a grandchild now, and I have a child who is in grade 6. Reason? I fear babies who follow each other. One is crying, one is breastfeeding. I'm going to go crazy. And I'm a mother. And I love babies, but not those ones. So if you want a girl to be comfortable, sema. If you have twins, sema. And there's something also I want to talk about, and it has been happening, and I appreciate. I've been getting many mothers with special needs children, autism. And I appreciate somebody who says
that I have an autistic child.
I feel so happy because now I know how to help you. Because not many people know how to handle kids with special needs. Somebody will come, people come from different, and we all come from funny and different backgrounds. So they will bring that to them, to that home, because they don't know what it is. But when you tell me this and this is what is happening in my house, I will stand a better chance because I am with the one with the girls, and I understand what they can and what they cannot handle. So that is something that I would wish we would be more open about it, talk about it with the seriousness that it deserves. Don't just assume
that, because there are help.
Yes, do that. Not everybody can be a caregiver. If you have somebody who needs special attention in the house, please be categorical about it and say the non-negotiables, what you can negotiate, stuff like that, so that when somebody is coming to your house, they are fully equipped and they are fully ready. They don't come and change mind. Anafika tu hivi, anachungulia, anasema mamangu amevunjika akibebwa na pikipiki. You know, they tell you something that
nataka kurudi nyumbani.
Actually, they tell you something that will touch your heart.
And then you're like, oh.
Ama mtoto wangu alikuwa amepanda anatoa maembe kwa mti, amevunjika mguu. Utakata. Na ni uongo. Imagine they lie when they are looking at you. So to avoid those things, let us just be honest. If you have whatever you have, it's your house now. The way I tell my girls, don't lie what you don't know how to do. If you tell me you know how to make chapos, and I tell you to make chapos in my house and to make for me kuni, sasa si relationship yetu imeharibika. Mwingine akwambia unajua kutengeneza pizza, they want to justify their pay because mtu atakwambia mimi nataka kazi ya 20,000 and you know you want value for your money. So lazima kutengeneze PR.
Let's go to employers.
The mistakes that employers.
What employers complain about.
Incompetence. Incompetence. Msana wako umesema anajua hii, najui. Alafu uongo. Girls, they can lie to be paid. Where? Uongo. Something else. And hygiene, sometimes we talk about that. Negative attitude. We hear that from employers. But me, when you are entering my office, I look at you there and I know your attitude. Even when I'm asking you questions, you sneer. I ask you questions and you're like, si nimekwambia, I'm like, tushamalizana.
the sea.
Ama when somebody, ama I'm talking to you and you're like, Mimi. I'm like, see, I'm talking to you. Have I diverted to
That's
Becky
an
without
attitude already.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
So those are the things that nimesikia. You will hear about people picking things here and there.
Yeah.
You will hear about mushene kwa watchman uko inje, mtu anatoa inje. But if you get somebody from an agency, some of these things imagine you not get them.
Na vile tunaogopa wa agency.
Ndio hivyo. It's a good thing umesema hivyo.
Demystify all this because generally it's true.
Let me give you a story. Many years ago when I started, I used to see that a lot. Oh, sijui nataka hii na sitaki mbioro. Oh, nataka. So I said, let me give people free girls. Na nikaandika kwa Facebook, kwa group sijui gani hapo. Nikapeana some few girls for free. I will tell you, there's a client alikana mzana 4 good years. No complaint, no nothing. So when the girl went, so she came back to me. When she came back to me, I told her, you know me, I was like, of course, you know I charge. So I told her I have this profile, nini, kila kitu. Let me tell you, when I told her how much she needs to pay me, she told me, no, I'm sorry, I don't want. So sometimes people say they don't want bureaus or whatever they call them because they don't want to pay. I can say that confidently.
Or it's just because of the pay.
I can tell you for free because people will think, si ndoto tu msana ushagu mbona nilipe. Unaona? Mbona nilipe. So sometimes people hide. I can say that with confidence because I have I'm very loud on Facebook. I'm everywhere.
Yeah.
I'm everywhere. So I have asked people, what if I give you and I don't charge you? As somebody will shamelessly or I don't know which word to use. Tell me, it is okay, we can try.
So it's just
So I will not even give you then.
Tell me about the training that goes into, when I get from an agency as opposed to just getting somebody, like what kind of training do you do so that, you get this the employer qualified person or somebody who can be able to double up, say as a caregiver for the child, a child caregiver, and also as the house manager.
Okay, there are some institutions that do proper training with certificates. You find housekeeping, nanny, and everything like that. And for us, like for my agency, I don't train per se on, if you say you are training, you have to have like shule, kupika.
Yeah,
wanapika kila kitu.
I know for a fact that Nita is in the process of working on a curriculum. I know there's a curriculum that they're working on, but it has not been rolled out yet. We are working with them, our organization, HMA. We are working with them. We have ECDT is in now, Thika Road. They do that. But as we take people based on their experiences, there are those things that we train them on personal hygiene, how to arrange the house, how to arrange yourself, programs like that. But one of the things that people might lose confidence with agencies is if you say you're training, and then somebody comes and they find out they don't know everything that you have told them
that you know
that you train them on. It's good to be very honest. Tell them, I train them on the basics, but not thoroughly. But we take them purely on their experiences, and we see. Since they stay in our office, we see what do you know, what don't you know, what can we teach in our capacity. Because when you are honest like that, it is easier to work with people. But even when you train people, it's just like class. You go to class, there's an A there, there's an E in the same
they've
class.
all been taught.
So people understand things different. You can teach somebody how to make a bed. That is something very simple. You will teach them, or they do it, then you see, you're confident, they know it. They go to a client's house, they do vituko zao huko, then our client is like, but you told me this girl is trained. I'll tell you the truth. This is what we did, and this is what we thought she knows, and she said she knows. If you're not okay with that, can we give you another replacement? It's a matter of communication. I just wanting the best for each other. The client wants the best, the girl wants the best. I hope I've answered you well.
You really answered it. I'm just thinking in terms, still on training. How do you train nannies who are coming maybe to handle children with disabilities?
Yeah, that one you have to get somebody who has done caregiving and they have they've handled for those serious cases.
Yeah,
you get somebody who has done caregiving and they have the certificate. Like right now I have a very big database of people who have come with their certificates, their CV. We have them. They have been trained from recognized institutions. So we give them job based on where they have been trained. But as we don't train.
Okay.
Yeah, we don't train.
So you rely on their prior.
Yes. And the certificates that they're giving us.
Okay.
You know, yeah.
All right. It's interesting.
Becky, you were trying to say that you fear it's top of mind that you don't want a lady from a bureau. And to be honest, if you're in that situation, you're likely to call your mother from the village and be like, yes, because there's an issue of trust here.
Yeah, sure.
Also, and theft, fear, and safety concerns, which are common in our homes. Yeah. So how do you handle these issues between your recommendation of the house help and the owner of the home?
Okay. As I had already told you, I've done this for 10 years.
Yeah.
So I have established a network.
Okay, so purely on your network.
So a girl will not come to my office without being sent by somebody.
Okay.
And that somebody is somebody that is working for me.
Okay.
And when you come to us, we get a lot of next of kin. What when?
Yeah.
Your mother, your father, your brother, your sister. Somebody who is in Nairobi.
Yeah.
We also get somebody who is easily accessible in case something happens to you. Because people forget, even us, we are scared if what is something happened to our girl and you're in the house. Yes. You know, so it's a two-way thing.
Next of kin.
So we really try and make sure that we do our vetting properly. That we have the right information for this person.
Yes.
If you give us numbers na zote ziko mteja, tushamalizana na wewe.
Oh.
You know, because how comes kila mtu wenu tu ako mteja? You know? Yani everybody.
There is something that is not so
yeah. You know, it's so easy by the way to know somebody who is lying to you.
Yeah.
By the way, it is so easy. Sisi Wakamba tunasemanga uongo iko na tumiguu tufupi sana. Atufikangi mbali.
Yeah.
So fine.
And I'll tell you the reason why I'm also very keen with even to the client, I tell them, please just call even if it is one number so that you are sure of the person that you have given uko na mtu wa kupigia.
Yeah.
There's something very unfortunate that happened to me many years ago. And there's this lady who came to me, very nice lady, very nice professional. So I gave her a job somewhere in an estate.
Yeah.
And the lady was like, she was scared. You know bureaus. So I told her, let me send this lady to you. She stays with you. I also do that even up to date. She stays with you, works for you one day. You see if you like her. You like her aura, you like her presentation, her work, her cleanness.
Yeah.
Then if you like her, then she can come to the office, we sign the contract, and then she comes to you. So the lady went. The lady was good. After 2 weeks, I get a call from the client. She tells me, Kwanza, when I get a call from my client, the first thing is like panic. So I ask them, what has happened? So most of my clients, they laugh. They're like, see, she does ayote Selina na wewe. Sometimes we just want to send you even somebody, so we are alerting you. But when this client called me, I panicked. So she told me something has happened to fulani. What happened? Ati usiku, she said anaumwa na kichwa na tukampea painkiller. So she rested, but you know those instincts za mama. During the night, akafila yuko sawa. The client, akaenda kwa room yake. The lady was lying in a pool of blood. I'm telling you, she panicked. She called the husband. They came. They rushed her to the hospital. So when they went to the hospital, these problems, sijui inaitwa aje, women bleed so much. Sijui, I can't remember, but there's that problem. So your periods are not normal. So they just, and then she was scared to tell them. She did not even tell me that.
Oh, there's that. You also need to do like a medical.
Yeah. You need to be very careful about that. So they took her to the hospital. You know, she was calling me when they have already gone to the hospital. They have called the next of kin. Amekuja. Unaona?
Wow.
That is very important. That next of kin people ignore. You need to call and have a relationship with them. Remember, you're the one who is staying with the worker.
Yes.
So after the sister came, fortunately, she was staying near. So we take that number of somebody who is near where you are going. So unfortunately, she passed on after 2 days.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Yeah, imagine. It was really so I was crushed. I remember her like it was yesterday, and it was like maybe 10 years, around 8 years ago.
Yeah.
Because it was just when I had started. So when I remember that story, I'm like, we should be more serious with the next of kin. See, this is act of God. You are not involved anywhere.
Exactly.
You know. So, but when something happens, you call.
And it's a good thing that the sister was actually around and came,
you know, it was
just being called
there was no malicious anything because immediately it happened. You called
Next
the
of kin
sister,
was there.
you took her to the hospital, you handed over to them.
And how important is it to know the medical history of this nanny?
What we do, because that is very private.
Yeah.
In our contract, there's a what is it called? There's a questionnaire. We ask you if you have any disease that it's known to you, and if you are willing to undertake a medical test. As we don't do it, because you have to agree. That one you deal with the client, because I feel like that is too personal. So our girl has told us, to the best of her knowledge, she knows if she's okay, ama akona ulcers na nakunywa dawa gani. So we give you that, the profile as what the girl has told us. But now when it comes to medical checkup, it is now. Even when you're interviewing the girl, you let her know that, are you comfortable with me having you checked? You know?
It's only fair for them. I got one last year. It was so sad. So she had these wounds on her leg, and I hadn't noticed. So one was hidden and the other one was, open. So I noticed the open wound, and I was a bit concerned because it was the first few days, but she looked like she was, funga. So I didn't want to be very intrusive, like, to ask what was the matter. But she was handling a small baby. So within like the first 2 days of her coming and handling the child, the baby already had sores and
oh my.
So when I took the baby to the pediatrician, she said there must be something unhygienic around the child.
Wow, that's scary.
And this is like day 2-3 of the lady being around us, being in her home. So when one of those days she complained she had a headache, and I told her to get some medicine, and then she said apana. So I asked her why, and then she says apana, ndakuwa sawa. So I left her. The following day again she complained of the headache, and I told her, now you need to go, and there's this medical facility near here, go. And then she said no, only to find out that she doesn't go to hospital, like she doesn't believe in medicine. And guess what, she has an open wound, a septic wound.
What?
And she was staying in the same room with someone else. With another relative that I live with. And she tells me she had another wound. No, that was not the only wound like that she was seeing. There was another wound. She had to go. Because number one, she does not even believe in going to hospital in the first place. But you're in our house. And within the first few days, the child is already developing sores. So it shows there's something, and your wound is septic, and you don't look like you're treating it really. So it was a referral from it was hizo tu unapiga then there's some kuna huyu mtu mzee anapeananga wasichana then mlete kutoka kwa boda, I don't know what so that's how she came, and it really scared me. It was so scary.
That is really scary.
It was very scary, and I thought, okay, maybe you really need to do some checkup, but I don't know how to do it without being intrusive.
Now one of the advantages of taking somebody from an agency, you can never have something like that, because when they come to us,
the information is there.
No, even as we do our work, you know, even the people they are staying together with, you know, the girls, you know, they stay together.
Okay.
So they can even tell on each other, you know, they're like fulani maybe anafanya vitu si mzuri, anafanya sijui nini, so you are able to know how to handle that with wisdom. See, in life, na si ubaya, you have to choose yourself first. You have to look at the best. You remember mtoto ni innocent, and it is not wise to expose them to anything that is dangerous just because you unahurumia mtu ama nini. You first remove the child from the danger. Then sasa huyu mwingine utajua vile utamsaidia. And I know maybe many people can feel uncomfortable with this, but we look at also what do you believe in. Are you a Christian? Are you Muslim? You have to state well so that we understand, so that we know how best to help you. There are people who are very clear. I cannot take somebody from this religion. They're very, and we respect that, you know. So when you tell us your truth, we will know how to help
support
you, you know. And I don't believe it is wrong because somebody is coming to my house. I have like not heart to heart or something, but just to be very detailed. The way you remember you're coming to my house. You are cooking for me. You're taking care of my baby. You're living in my house.
Yes,
so I have to know which demons you are fighting. You don't want somebody to wake up at night and they are they are clapping on the windows.
There's one I read that she put up a CCTV and the lady has been sitting on her favorite chair every night at around I think 3 a.m. or something, and then she lights up some candles at night every night. And this is someone that she had lived with for long.
You know, it's good. It's okay to be it's okay to be very firm when it comes to these things. And then there's something I tell everyone. If my spirit is off with you,
that's it.
I don't know you, and I just sikupendi. Wacha tu tumalizane hapo. There's something that my spirit is warning me about you. So we just have to be extremely keen and careful,
because they are now coming to become part of our family.
Na wewe msichana akikuja kwako na kukataa usikasirike. Yeye labda ameona
hata amedisan wewe. Kwa na wewe. Let's talk about salaries.
Yes, I think that was where I was going.
Because of time.
We don't have much time.
Goodness.
But we have to talk about fair pay in this sector.
Please. There is that minimum wage that we know, 15,000 in Nairobi, I don't know what. And it is not fair that you live in a 4-bedroom house, you have, I don't know, 3 kids, and you want to pay a girl 8,000.
Absolutely.
It's not fair. So I tell, sometimes a client talks to me a big list, and I tell her, please don't shock me with the salary. Just the way that the standards are up there, we have to meet somewhere, you know. So salaries have to be really fair. If you are able to pay well, why not? Because this is somebody that you are trusting with the most precious things in your life. So salaries, there's that minimum wage. Many people cannot afford, because let's say, for example, you are being paid 20,000 and you have a girl, honestly speaking, and you're living in a one bed sitter. I'm a bed sitter. So we try and say match your work. Match your work
with the pay.
With the pay, you know. And if you pay well, you treat a girl well, most likely hautateseka. Hata hii January wengine wakiteseka, wewe uja notice. Alienda nyumbani na akarudi kama mlisema fast
na
akakuletea kuku, mandizi, hizo vitu zote, you know. So when you treat girls with respect, you pay them well. Wakifanya makosa usiwakate hiyo pesa. You know, imagine mutakaa tu vizuri. So let your work match your pay. You know, the way I tell my girls, usinitishe kazi ya 20,000 na una hata any added certificate or anything. Why am I paying you that? So wacha ikue fair. When you quote something, let it be fair. But there are people who are lucky. Let me say this before I finish. There's this lady, she's trained. She has ECD. She's trained a professional nanny. So we have been looking for work for her for some time. And there's something that introduced night care for new moms, for the day and for night. So this year started, a client just from social media. I love social media. It has helped me so much. Reached out to me. They wanted a night nanny. And I sent them 3 profiles. They took that other. The lady is in her 50s. Guess how much she's being paid? 50 whole thousands. Just, I know, just for being a night nanny. Not even a nurse, because I have nurses and I have nannies. So they just wanted a mother, a lovely, who can take care of the baby, feed, nini. Wow. So she's working from 5:30 to 6. 50,000. Hallelujah. So, kazi ya nyumba, it pays, it pays, and I believe in God, and He always gives us what is best for us.
That's true.
Yes.
And I love that. I love how we are professionalizing the work. Do you know these people are very important? They help us. Like right now, we are here, and there's someone taking care of our homes. They are very important.
Yeah, so why not pay them well?
And when we professionalize it, it becomes even better.
Hata tujongelelea off days, but watu wasena
utarudi. There's so much that we're not spoken about.
Tujongelelea pia uniform.
Wavae ama wasivae.
What's up of mind? Wavae ama wasivae uniform?
Uniform ina solve so many things. Wavae ina solve so many issues. Kwanza girls for my office wao wenyewe ndio wanauliza, okay, pia tunauza, but wasichana wanasema hata nguo zangu they are taken care of. As long as utafanya msichana atembee huku kwa barabara amevaa uniform, mnaenda kwa hoteli, msichana wako unamfanya onekane so long as uniform, by the way, it is very good, very comfortable.
Our producer has heard. She's coming back. She needs to come back.
Okay, Becky, what's your take home from today's episode? Because we have 20 seconds, please, mommy.
Oh yeah. Treat them well.
Discipline.
I think discipline. The discipline. Money talks.
Money talk.
Money talk. Of course, the discipline. That was really key. And speak positive things to yourself.
Okay. And from this chat,
and from this, there's a lot. There's a lot that are really, and I'm looking for one. So I'll talk to her after this.
Hallelujah. All right, guys. We're gonna see you next week again.